coming 2021. Hopefully 2021 is a lot better than 2020. Okay, I think last year was pretty interesting year for everyone. I hope you guys are safe and sound. And I'm gonna shout out to El Curre in UK. And I think my wife told me you're having a good time last night. So I hope you are doing okay. Anyway, so this morning, I think, I'm gonna talk about my channel for 2021, okay? And please leave me on the comment or your chat room. Let me know what you guys like to see our live show, because I do plenty of edited videos. I'm planning on having plenty of how-to videos and like product review. But let me know what you guys like to see on our daily, and kind of like semi-daily, our live show in the morning. So let me know on the chat room there as well. And what else? And for my channel, God, thank you so much for supporting my channel for last 2 years. And we have like 15,000 of you out there pretty much supporting us. It's a lot of fun, okay? So this is kind of like, my goal for 2021 is kind of like create the community that, you guys share, make better coffee at home. So, that's my goal for the year. And comes to getting a new machine this year, highly likely, okay? But same time, I know most of you are watching, this channel because we are using Barista Express, okay? I know that most of you have it. So the thing is, this machine is good, okay? I think definitely we can make really good coffee at home. So, but meantime, I'm gonna show you like heat exchange machine and dual boiler sometime this year. So maybe we can do some lots fun comparison as well. But meantime, let's make some coffee, okay? So this is a freshly roasted coffee. My buddy Mason roasted for me last Saturday. So it's been nicely degassed and this is all ready to go. So this beans from Peru. So let's grind this and then let's start the morning, okay? I know some of you are already past January 1st. I know some of you in Australia, they are January 2nd right now. So I know you guys had a good time, I hope. So, okay, so you know what, let's see. So I just started the machine a few minutes ago. It's not that hot. So obviously you guys already know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna heat up my shot glass here. I think I'm gonna do, let's do Americano this morning, okay? Let's do Americano.
What roasting do you use? What roaster did you use?
Someone asked me what kind of roaster I use. I use the Beamer roaster. So this beans are roasted for Sono Frisco, okay? So that's another kind of air roaster. I have like electric drum roaster at the shop. So that's what I use at work. But so this is an air roaster. Kind of more like popcorn popper. But yeah, this one works really good. By the way, if you have any questions, just let me know, okay? So, this morning, we just kind of like chit-chatting, If you have any questions, let me know. And make sure, just again, if you are just joining us, just let me know what you like to see our live show, okay? I think live show is really fun, okay? Very interactive. And we get to know each other better as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do around 17 grams or so. Let's see, yeah, 17.2. It doesn't have to be accurate. Actually, you do, but not as bad. Okay, I'm just gonna use my dosing cup here. So this bean's from Peru. So this bean has a somewhat little interesting aftertaste. So I'm just gonna pop it up. Okay, so if you guys are curious about the grinder setting, 99% of the time, most of you send me on the comment section, Hun, how can I dial in my beans, okay? Because most of you out there, you guys not getting enough pressure, which means whenever you guys using the pressurized basket, you guys are getting a decent shot, but the single wall basket, which means non-pressurized baskets, most of you having a hard time. So that's all about the grinder setting, okay? I mean, there's no trick to it. There's no secret number for that. You just has to play with the grinder setting. If a grinder setting does not work from outside there, this dial, which means time to go inside, okay? To change the inner burr size. And I know some older machines out there, unfortunately, you cannot change it. So, and by that time, you might want to replace the inner burr, just get it from Bravo website. And so this sells an adjustable burr. So make sure you get one of those, okay?
How long do you let those beans degas?
Someone asked me about how long degas the fresh roast beans. I like to do about 3 days, okay, 3 to 4 days, okay? And, but again, I mean, you are going to see, okay, you're going to see lots and lots of crema is going to come out. Okay. So I'm just going to temp, distribute. So by the way, I mean, upcoming year, I mean, actually this year, I'm planning on doing hopefully we're going to get some sponsors. I mean, that's my goal for the year as well. And if any of you out there interested to sponsor my channel, just let me know, okay? Because it'd be a lot of fun, okay? It'd be a lot of fun to somebody sponsor us. Okay, so meantime, I'm just gonna flush one more time. So I'm just gonna do a kind of like 1, 2. I like between 1 to 2. 1 to 2.5 ratio. So this is about 17 gram in, like 35 to 40 gram out. So let's find out, okay? Let's find out here. So I'm going to, so there's 2 ways to start the time, okay? I know someone out there start time when you guys see the first drop. I know some people out there start time whenever you start the button. So it's all up to you guys. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. And then, but once you find out the method you like, stick with it, okay? Stick with that method and then start adjusting your taste. And you should be good to go. Okay, so this time I'm going to start time when I press the button. So let's see, I'm gonna show you how much crema is gonna come out from this freshly roasted beans. Okay, so right now, look at this, the pressure is really high, okay? You're looking about 1 o'clock range, more like 2 o'clock. So which means my grinder setting is too fine. But as you can see, you're gonna see the beautiful crema is coming out. So it's about 40 seconds, so about 37 gram. I mean, it's really dark and beautiful. But again, so my setting is right now at number 7. So which means I think it'd be good to go number 8. So we're gonna do one more shots, okay? I'm gonna change to number 8.
Somebody says,
Yeah, the shot looks good.
what's your opinion on crema? Do you think crema is necessary for a good shot?
Okay, so crema is just nothing more than the gassing of CO2. Okay, so I mean, someone said the crema is really good, but personally, I'm not a big fan of crema because if you're just drink or eat crema by yourself. Okay, so check this out. So if I'm gonna scoop up the crema, you're just gonna taste it. It's extremely bitter. Okay, it's bitter and it's not good, but looks good, but it's not that great. So that's why people usually stir it. Here we go. Yeah, so this shot is extremely bitter. So we are going to do one more. So we just adjust the grinder setting. So let's do that one more time, and then hopefully we can dial it in properly. Yes, crema. That's why some people out there just scoop out the crema and make Americano. So I'm just simply just scoop out the entire crema like this, and then you just make Americano with it. And you know, so give you kind of like filter coffee, just like using like V60 or so, because in V60 you filter out all the oil. So this is all the CO2, gas, and oil as well. So just get rid of that. So, and it's kind of like what you like. I know people out there love this sour taste. Okay, but personally, it's not my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more shot there. Hold on.
If you were making a cappuccino, what ratios do you use of espresso to milk?
People ask me about the cappuccino ratio. I mean, cappuccino ratio like around, so a double shot of espresso, maybe like 4 ounces of milk. So that's why having a right size cup is very handy. Let's see. So this is the cappuccino cup size, okay? It's about 6 ounces. So this is a small latte, is about 8 ounces, okay? So give you kind of like easy, you know, it's all like easier to kind of like measure. So this is cut from Not Neutral, and I used to have a coupon code, but I think that coupon code is good until yesterday. So I'm gonna check with the Not Neutral, so maybe you guys still get the 15% off. But this is really great cup for, you know, making milk-based drink. All right, so let's do that one more time with our coffee here.
What grind amount do you normally use?
Somebody asked me what grind amounts I normally use. I like to use about 17.5, between 17 and 18 gram, okay, for my Barista Express. So right now the puck is stuck, okay? Yep, as you can see, here, let me show you. So sometimes puck gets stuck, now it's fall out, okay? So it does happen time to time, so don't be alarmed, okay? Sooner or later it's gonna come out. By the way, if you are just joining us, Happy New Year. Like I said earlier, just let me know. I mean, what you guys like to see for our live show in the morning, our YouTube live, because I think how many of you are watching? About 50 of you, 51 of you are watching. I mean, this my live show is more for you guys, okay? I mean, just let me know, okay? Any suggestion, I'd be happy to listen. All right, so let's do it one more time here. So I'm gonna change my grinder setting to 8 already. And then, all right, I'm gonna measure out another 17, between 17 and 18 gram there. Okay, I got 17.2 gram. That's fine.
A viewer shares that the Rebel website's being upgraded, so they're not accepting orders until the 8th of January.
Oh, okay, so viewer just informed me that Bravo website is upgrading it, so you cannot order until this January 8th. That is unfortunate. Okay, and then so the reason why I like to do single dose, so you don't have to worry about the beans are going stale inside, because imagine, so hopper here, you got the warmer tray right next to each other. So if you are using the hopper, I mean, the beans get really stale and get a lot of moisture inside. So I'm not a big fan of that. So, and I like just tap it to get all the rest of the beans out. So
a viewer says on the machine there is a dial for the grind amount, a circular dial. What do you
Okay, so right now, so that are time based. Okay, it's based on the time. So right now I'm at set at number 5. So whenever I do the single dosing, I set at number 5. Okay, the 5 o'clock, and then whenever if you like to use the hopper, okay, I like to set at number 4. Okay, between 4 for whenever you're using the hopper. But since I'm not using the hopper, I just set a number 5. Just make sure I got all the grinds are grinded and then come out. So now, as you saw, I just pumped a few more times. I got some more extra beans come out. So it smells good though. All right, let's do one more. I'm just gonna flush. One more shot glass there. Let's see here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year so far, guys. I mean, hopefully we're gonna have a better year, okay? It's been very interesting year last year, so hopefully make sure you guys are stay safe. Because I mean, I know some of you already know, my family got infected with COVID-19 last year, so it wasn't fun, okay? It wasn't fun. All right, so I'm just gonna distribute. By the way, I mean, again, if this process is enjoyable to you, just making coffee like this, I mean, it's nothing like it. But if this is like boring and hassle, you can skip all this. Just use the pressurized baskets, which means double wall baskets. You know, save you a lot of time. All right, so hold on a second here. So I have some little bit of coffee beans left. I'm just gonna, polish one more time. So we did change grinder setting to 7 to 8. And then I'm going to start time whenever I start the button. All right, so let's take a look, a close look. Okay, now it's better this time, better flow. Okay, so I usually get a good flow going around 1 o'clock range. I'm looking for 30, let's go 35 gram. So I go on around 30 seconds. So this is definitely a better shot than last one. Yeah, it looks much better than one before. Has beautiful crema. Again, if you guys like crema, it's nothing beat the freshly roasted coffee. Okay, nothing beat it. So let's try that shot there. All right. Cheers. It smells really good. It's bright. Has a lemony flavor. Yeah. Sweet, nutty. So I mean, I think this is a very balanced shot. So I got some coffee left, so I'm gonna make myself Americano. Okay, I need some cup. Hold on. I'm going to get my hot water going here. I don't know if some of you saw yesterday's video. I compare with Rancheria Sylvia with the Barista Express using niche grinder. Comes to taste, I cannot tell the difference, okay? Because obviously we are using better grinder for Barista Express, but yeah, I mean, comes to taste of espresso, man, it's really hard to tell. So this is a long black using beans from Peru. Again, you're gonna see the beautiful crema on the top. I know some people like this, but here you go. Wow, this is really good. Okay, if you guys like black coffee, okay, it's nothing like having a really good Americano or long black. So they're just, this kind of like my morning ritual. So right after my usually YouTube live, and just make myself long black. Yeah, so this is about 6-ounce cup. So that's kind of like hold me over for the rest of the day, like in the morning or so. And at work, I'm using my Lapaboni for my afternoon coffee. So maybe 2 cups a day. So okay, we have any questions?
The top of your head's cut off.
Yes, I think my top of my head's cut up there. My wife just told me.
What heat exchange machine do you think you'll try first?
Okay, so I really like the Rockets. Okay, the Rocket like Apartamento, they're a great heat exchange machine. The price is very affordable. It's about $1,600 there. I think it's Mike from San Diego got one, right? Yeah, I think Mike. Mike, hey, let me know if you are watching this. I love to have you on my Instagram live. So show our viewer your machine. So because you have a lot of options. So anything under like $1,000 range, we have, obviously we got Rancheria, we got Gaza Classic Pro, we have Barista Express. But if you go over 1,000, and then you are pretty much opened up to entire world of espresso machines. You're gonna have whole bunch fantastic machines out there. So yeah, so again, so they're all good machines. So it's hard to pick one. Okay.
When you're degassing the beans, do you zip the bag or open it a bit?
Someone asking me when I degassing the beans. You know what? Just for me, it doesn't really matter. I just usually zip it, and then so now I'm going to transfer this one to my vacuum seal canister. Okay. So this is the Fellow Atmos canister. By the way, if you guys are looking for canister, I have 2 recommendations. Fellow Atmos or the Airscape from Airscape canister. Okay, I think they are the 2 the best ones out there. So this is the Airscape canister. So, and I got 4 other canisters. They're okay, not the best, but I feel like Airscape and Fellow Atmos is kind of like top of my list.
Let's see. Ice Wolfie said his gasket broke, so his Rebel Barista is being repaired. But he says his dream machine is a Lillet Bianca.
So shout out to Ice Wolfie. Hopefully you're gonna fix your machine pretty soon there. But the Lillet, I know quite a few people using the Lillet Bianca. I think it's the dual boiler or heat exchange, but heat exchange with, I think that one has the rotary pump on it. So this one has a vibrator pump. The Lillet Bianca has a rotary pump, which means you can actually plumb it. So they're a really good machine. And I was looking at Lydia Mini over the weekend, but way too much money. Okay, but we'll see.
I'd love to hear your take on French press coffee.
Okay, so someone asked me about the French press coffee. So my plan for this year, again, I'm planning on doing more kind of like alternative brewing, like French press, and maybe we're gonna do more V60 and AeroPress. I have plenty of videos on that, edited video, but I really like doing my live show in the morning. They usually takes about 3 minutes to do it. So it's gonna be, we're gonna have some really fun with it. And then they're definitely fun to do, okay? But with those kind of brew method, you need to have separate grinder because most of you only have built-in grinder at home. So it's nice to have a separate grinder for those pour over or French press method. So maybe I'm gonna share some recommendation for you as well, what kind of grinder you should get, because you don't need a fancy grinder. You just need a decent burr grinder, you should be good to go.
What is your recommended grinder for a lever machine?
Lever machine for,
It says Electra for home use, not looking to single dose.
Electra. I don't know who makes that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, for the burr grinder, Eureka has really good entry-level grinder. Obviously, Baratza does as well. So Baratza Encore is pretty good. It's about $150 or so, 160. So Baratza Encore is fantastic. The Eureka makes really good entry-level.
A viewer says they just purchased the Barista. How do I know if I'm dialed in properly if I don't know what a good shot tastes like?
Okay, so this is, someone asked me, you just got a brand new Barista Express and then you don't know what good shot tastes like. If you are doing the espresso, you don't want to be bitter or sour, okay? I think that's the two key components you might want to watch out for. If you're bitter, something bitter, which means you are over extracted. The sour means you're under extracted. So I mean, so let's start looking for that. That's pretty easy to determine. So bitter or sour. You want to be balanced. And make sure, okay, if you're using like store-bought coffee beans like Starbucks or any other beans from the store, most likely you are going to get really, I don't want to say bitter shot. It's really hard to get a good tasting shot from store-bought. Okay, so make sure, if you can, definitely try out the local coffee roasters or local coffee shop. If not, I've been using Good Brothers Coffee for a long time, and try these guys out as well. I got 25 coupon for Good Brothers. What else? And nothing like, okay, home roasted coffee. And if you have time and space, if you have extra money to burn, get yourself a small roaster. Okay, I think B-More is fantastic. A lot of fun, okay, but it's really good.
A viewer says, I recently opened a new bag of Lavazza Super Crema.
Okay.
I'm having trouble dialing in. Coffee tastes bitter and burnt. Any suggestions? I'm using the Apartmento and the niche grinder setting at 17.
Okay, so someone asked me Super Crema with Apartmento and niche grinder. So you have the setup, okay? You have the beautiful setup there. So you set at number 17 for your Super Crema. Bitter, okay, bitter means is over extracted, okay? So a change to maybe like, go to 20, okay? Go to 20 and see what happens, okay? Try the 20. But again, the Super Crema is like good to drink as like milk-based drink or like Americano. I want to recommend for straight up espresso. Yeah, because I mean, they're kind of like the old espresso blend. If you want a good espresso, I recommend like single origin. Okay, single origin are a fantastic drink, just plain. But Super Crema is more for, my personal opinion is more for milk base and like Americano. All right.
I don't know if I understand this question. It says, besides the grinder, is the Duo Tempo the same as Barista?
Okay, someone asked me about the Duo Temp. Okay, so Duo Temp is like the simpler version of Barista Express. So Duo Temp has nothing, okay? So you have the same buttons, but there's no gauge. And then it does steam well, does pretty good steam, and make decent shots, okay? So they are a good machine. I think the Duo Temp comes with non-pressurized and pressurized baskets too. I mean, if it doesn't, get yourself non-pressurized baskets, and you're gonna make fine shot. I mean, they're pretty much the same machine.
I have high cholesterol. Was the mocha you made yesterday, do you know how many carbs that was?
Okay, someone asked me about how many carbs on the mocha yesterday. So obviously the cocoa has no carbs, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, okay? But make sure easy on the syrup, okay? Each pump of syrup here is about 10 grams. So if you're watching your cholesterol, maybe use one pump. So I used 3 pumps yesterday, so that's 30 grams of sugar. that's a lot of sugar there.
Let's
Okay,
see.
so let's see here.
Besides whole milk, what do you like? 2% almond oat?
Okay, so someone asked me about what's my favorite milk besides whole milk. I really like oat milk. Okay, make sure go with the barista oat. I know Calife makes one. I know obviously you got barista oat make that oat milk. I know Minor Figure makes it, but yeah, just make sure it has a barista front of it because they give you a lot more fat, so it get easier to steam it. Yeah, because you don't want to use a regular oat milk. It's gonna be all watery and it's pretty yucky. Yeah, so yeah, my favorite is the oat milk. All right, so what else?
Stuart says, I just bought one of those. I'm guessing he means a Burville Barista. But first time turning it on, once heated, I'm getting no water flow out of anything, no matter what I do. Any ideas?
Oh, so Stuart just bought a Barista Express and no water flow? I mean, so you bought a brand new machine and then if you press, oops, so again, stock there as well. I mean, it's okay. You know, it's nothing wrong with your machine. It's just the beans. If you wait too long inside the portafilter, usually get stuck. Okay, so it sounds like Stuart got a new machine and if you press the button, you get no water coming out. You should have water coming out, okay? If not, make sure to take it back and exchange for new one.
A viewer asks, any thoughts on the Lillet Bianca? I'm considering that for my next machine.
Okay, someone asked me again the Lillet Bianca. The Biancas they're a nice machine. Okay, I think a couple YouTuber has one. That's who has that. I think the Kyle from Canada, he has one. Okay, and then who else? I know another YouTuber has one as well. And make sure to check out other guys' channel too. I mean, they have really. I mean, so far what I saw on YouTube channel, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. And they're not cheap, but they're really great. And also Matt from Lifestyle Lab has, I think Matt has the entire collection of Bravo line, okay? He got them all. And also he has the Apartmento as well. So if you are curious about other Bravo machine, make sure to check out his channel too. But yeah, so far I have Rancheria Silvia at home. This guy right here. And I have the obviously Barista Express and I have the La Pavoni. So it all depends on what you guys like, but so I think Lillet Bianca is what, $3,000 machine or $3,500 machine. It's not that cheap, okay? But make sure get yourself a nice grinder, okay? Doesn't matter how expensive your coffee machine is. If you have a crappy grinder, you're gonna get a crappy shot. So just make sure budget accordingly. So if you're buying a $4,000 machine, you know what? Spend about $1,500 to $2,000 on grinder. And then, so I mean, I love the niche because the price range is, for what you get for price, they're fantastic. Okay, they're amazing. It's only what, with the shipped, you are looking at $750. Comes with the conical board, the 63 millimeter. So what niche did, they took the Mazzarconi, the commercial grinder, the inside, okay, and they put that into that grinder right there, make single dosing. So the conical board is really good, bring out all the sweetness and all the brightness of the coffee. The flatbird bring out all the chocolate notes. So that's why a lot of coffee shops use the flatbird. They prefer flatbird because they usually serve the espresso and milk-based drink. They're fantastic for that. So I mean, they have two different purposes. So ideally, you want to have both, okay? You want to have conical bird, like niche, and also you want to have like flatbird, like Eureka makes fantastic flatbird grinder. So yeah, ideally both. But if you pick one, if you have like price, if you want to spend under $700 to $800 range, make sure to consider a niche grinder as well.
Mike in San Diego said he had to send the Apartmento back because it was damaged.
Oh, Mike just informed me that he had to send his Apartmento back because of damage. Oh, that's too bad.
But when he gets it back, he'll do a live.
Yeah, so Mike, I can't wait to see your Yeah, your apartment hopefully soon.
And then Ernesto asked, where did you get the little aluminum jars?
Okay, Ernesto asked me about. So I'm gonna put the link down below. This aluminum. It's not a jar. It's a tin can. Okay. Make sure do not drop it. It's about $7-8 on Amazon there. That's really good for storing beans. And what I usually do is the night before, I just measure out like 17 or 18 grams inside, and just airtight. Pretty good. Okay, it's not bad. I'm gonna put the link down below.
Breville dual broiler versus Apartmento.
Okay, somebody asked me Bravo dual boiler versus Apartmento. I know. Is Dylan on this morning? Okay, Dylan, maybe we should do live. Okay, some point, because Dylan, he just got a dual boiler yesterday. Yeah, a day before. So I'm gonna have him on my Instagram live so you guys can see it. But compared to, okay, so dual boiler, obviously they have two boiler. Okay, for the Bravo, and the Apartmento is a heat exchange machine. So that one does not have, the Rocky one does not have PID, but this I think E61 group has, so they're fantastic heat exchange machines. So again, we are comparing apple to orange there, but they're both great. It's about the same price. So that's a Bravo dual boiler. You're looking at $1,500, and Apartmento, what, $1,650 or so. It's about the same price. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna have Dylan on sometime, and I'm gonna have Mike on sometime as well. So we're gonna see both the machines. And at some point, I'm gonna have. I know a couple of my viewers has a Lydia Mini as well. So I'm gonna have them on too. So maybe you guys can see in live action. Because at that, you are spending $1,500 and above. They're all good. Okay, they're all good. So you cannot go wrong with any of them.
Mike says, please say the name of a good roaster for a beginner again. I'm looking to start roasting here at the house.
So good beginner coffee roaster. Yeah, Be-More. Okay, Be-More. The Be-More makes one. I know Dane has one. Okay, is Dane on this morning?
No.
Okay, so I know one of my viewer, he's a regular. It's a Mike, right? So Mike wants to roast.
In San Diego.
Yeah, Mike in San Diego. Make sure if you're on next time, if you see Dane, ask him about his Be-More. The Be-More is fantastic. The beginner coffee roaster. I used to use frying pan. Okay, and then after that, I switched to popcorn popper. And then that wastes your time. If you want to get yourself a Be-More, it's about $300 or $400, but it's definitely worth it. By the way, if you're just joining us, we are kind of like chit-chatting. So I mean, that's what we do. Usually live show in the morning. First part of show, we just talk about the topical, talk about how to dial in beans, and then the other half, we just chit-chat around among us. And make sure, let us know what you'd like to see this year during the live, okay? What do you like to see us doing? Because, you know, we have some time. It's this kind of like long form. Somewhat like podcast, I guess, in a way. Okay, we just chit-chat, kind of live podcast somewhat. You guys ask me and back and forth. But yeah, I'm trying to my goal for this live is more for create a community, okay? I know 75 of you are watching this right now. You guys share ideas, and, you know, I mean, I make coffee every single day, so it's fun, okay? It's fun for us, hopefully fun for you as well, so. Okay, so we have other questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using a Brim espresso machine and a Breville smart grinder. I'm having trouble dialing in. Any suggestions? Okay, so whenever you're having a hard time dialing in espresso, it's all about the grinder, okay? So think of it as whenever your shot is too fast, if your shot is too fast, you want to make your grinder finer. If your shot is too slow, make your grinder coarser. And those two things. That's why, you know, I always encourage you to get a scale, because you want to kind of like measure out how many grams in, and then also get a timer as well, okay? So between, you know, kind of like standard is between 25 and 30 second shot, depending on the ratio. Start measuring those and
change one thing at a time, okay? If you're gonna change, you know, one thing, dosing amount, make sure to change the dosing amount at first. And if the dosing amount does not work, change the grinder size. So yeah, just change one thing at a time. And I do have plenty of videos on my channel, so hopefully those videos helps you.
A viewer says, I'd love to hear your take on French press coffee.
Someone asked me about the French press is good, okay? I have at work as well. But, I mean, most of you watching my channel, which means you guys have the machine at home. French press versus good Americano, I think I go with Americano because so much easier, okay? So that's so much easier to use. You just press the button and you are going to get yourself a nice cup of coffee. Instead of a French press, you have to prepare it. You have to wait about 3 to 5 minutes and get yourself nice coffee. So it's all depends on what you guys want. But yes, I mean, so that's what we're gonna touch on that this year as well. I'm gonna bring out all my manual machine during the live, and then we are going to play with it and then make some coffee this year.
What setting range do you use for pour overs on your niche?
Okay, so pour over on my niche. I recommend number 40 on niche, okay? Start with the number 40 and then just make sure up and down based on the time. So yeah, it's again, 40 is a good starting point on niche for the pour over, between 30 and 40.
Viewer shares, recently I paired my Quick Mill Rubino heat exchange machine with a Eureka Minion Specialita, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, someone just got the Quick Mill espresso machine with the Eureka Specialita. Yeah, there you have very nice setup, okay? That's really nice. Can't go wrong with it. The Eureka Specialita, they are beautiful flat burr coffee grinder. Yeah, you're going to have a good time with it.
Andre in Canada just ordered a niche.
So Andre, I'm going to shout out to Andre, just order the niche. So you are going to get delivered, I think, February or March delivery, I think. So yeah, you're going to be really happy with the niche. That's a good machine, okay? Very simple. You got on and off button and that's it. And adjust dial, and yeah, it's going to should last you long time there.
Viewer says, I recently got my Barista Express and tried different beans from a local store. So far, all shots are quite sour, almost independent from the ground setting with low and high pressure. Any tips?
Okay, so someone asked me store-bought coffee beans. First of all, what kind of
brewer?
You got from local brewer?
Local store.
Local store coffee. You know what? You're not gonna get good coffee from local store bought, okay? First of all, because try next time if you go to store, try Starbucks Blondie, okay? Blondie roast. The Blondie roast, they say light roast. I think that's more like medium roast there. So definitely try the Blondie roast. Starbucks, they're really good. Okay, I think that's one of my favorite coffee at the store bought. Okay, Blondie roast. And then Pete's coffee is also good as well. Okay, try Pete's or Starbucks blonde roast.
Is Sage Barista Touch any good?
Someone asking about the Sage Barista Touch any good? They're again pretty much the same as the Barista Express, but they are touch machines, so it's a lot easier to guide through. So especially so I fix computer for a living. So whenever I see LCD screen on the machines, I look at it as liability, okay, which means some might go wrong down the road. So I'm not the LCD type of person, so I won't buy it personally because I just like the simple gauge. But most of you out there, that the LCD screen touch should be really, really, really handy. So try, okay? Try. If you don't like it, you just return it. But yeah, Bravo makes fantastic machines.
After I turn the machine on, should I wait for 10 minutes to let it warm up?
Okay, somebody asking me how long should I wait? Okay, the reason why you want to wait, so this one does not have boiler, okay? So within like a minute or so, the coffee machine at brewing temperature comes to brew temperature, okay? But all the parts is all cold. That's why you want to wait a few minutes to warm it up. If you don't have time for that, do dummy shots. Okay, go like this. Just do a couple dummy shots. Bring out all the hot water, come out there. So you just do the dummy shots and warm up the portafilter, and then make yourself coffee if you don't have time for that.
I got a bottomless portafilter and tried to pull a shot, but I got a lot of channeling. How can I improve it?
Okay, someone asking me about the bottomless portafilter. Goodness, that is a great question, guys. The bottomless portafilter, I have no luck with it. I've been using it for a long time. So I got this one from Crema Coffee Products. Okay, this is a great tool. Okay, so this is not my daily driver. So if I want to find out where I distribute, I use this, because you're gonna see all your flaws on your bottomless portafilter. So looks great. Okay, looks fantastic. I know a lot of you out there watching YouTube channels or Instagram. It's beautiful to take a look at. But for daily use with the Barista Express, it's tricky, okay? I mean, I have a hard time with this, so don't feel bad about it. And I mean, this machine has flaws, okay? It comes to grinder size, it's not that uniform like niche does. So sometimes whenever I use a niche grinder with the bottomless portafilter, about 70% of the time I get a good shot, and the other 30% you're gonna get a crappy shot. But yeah, that's all I can say to you.
I've been making espresso on the Aram lever machine, considering a semi-automatic. Barista Express versus niche Ranchillo. Which do you recommend?
Okay, so I think someone asked me about the Barista versus Ranchillo. I think I did a video on that yesterday morning. So if everything's equal, if I'm using the niche grinder with Barista Express compared to with the niche and Ranchillo, I cannot tell the difference, okay? And I wish some of you here to do the blind test. It'd be fantastic. Hopefully we're gonna do that someday, but yeah, I cannot tell the difference. There are two different machines, okay? Ranchillo Sylvia is single boiler machine versus this is a thermal block, kind of like, automatic, kind of like a heater, not the heater, but the water heater with no water tank on it. So this kind of, instant hot water, that's what I'm thinking of. So this is kind of like instant hot water technology versus actual durable single boiler. So totally different machine. But if you dialed in just right with Barista Express, it's hard to tell, okay? Hard to tell with this machine versus, let's say, $5,000 machine, as long as you have the good grinder.
What does the time on the Breville Smart Grinder do? I don't know.
Someone asked me about the smart grinder. I'm not sure. I don't have an answer for that one. Dylan, you can take that question from this person about the smart grinder since you have one.
What's your next coffee grinder?
What is my next coffee grinder? Someone asked me what's okay, next my coffee grinder is gonna be flatbed coffee grinder, okay, flatbed. And so since I have a 63 millimeter, so next one I'm gonna get a flatbed with at least 70 millimeter or higher, okay. And then I was looked at option O a couple of months ago. Option O is the option O makes this wonderful flatbed grinder, okay. It's called Laguin. Amazing grinder, beautiful to look at. But I was thinking about getting that one, but I decided not to. But again, yes, it's gonna be flatbed with a big burst set.
Viewer says, I have limited space in my kitchen, so I opted to buy a Sage Bambino Plus with a niche zero grinder. Have I made the wrong decision? Your honest thoughts would be appreciated. Okay,
Sage Bambino Plus with a niche grinder. That's pretty good there, okay? Because Bambino is a very skinny, and there is a deep. I think as deep as the Barista Express, I think. I think you could just make sure. I think it does comes with non-pressurized basket. Okay, I think so. If not, get yourself non-pressurized basket, and then you should be good to go. Yeah, that's a good setup for if you need a space. I mean, they're a great machine. I think Matt did a review on that on his lifestyle lab. So yeah, so that's really good because can go wrong with the niche grinder, by the way. Okay, so you have a lot of options with the niche grinder. You can do pour over, French press, and also you can do espresso at the same time. So you have a lot of options there. So yeah, that's good buy.
How do you gauge the tamper and distribution tool?
How do you gauge distribution tool?
The tamper distribution tool.
Okay, so what I like to do is with the distribution tool, I set at the low setting because with distribution tool, you don't want to put any pressure on the puck, okay? So you want to kind of like distribution evenly with this. And with the temper, just set the depth, whatever you desire depth is, and stick with it. So this is the palm. So this one, once you set it, you're gonna get the exact same depth every single time, okay? For this one, it's called Live It from San Antonio Industry. But just regular temp, obviously, it's all about the pressure. People say 30 pounds of pressure, but the fact is, as long as you're consistent with every temp, okay, every pressure, doesn't matter 10 pounds or 20 pounds, just make sure consistent every single time. I know some of you out there, you guys don't even temp anymore, okay? Set the distribution tool at the desirable depth, just distribute it, and that's it. So you have a lot of options. All right, I hope that answers.
Let's see. Bambino Plus only comes with a pressurized basket.
Okay, so Bambino Plus only comes with the pressurized basket, but okay, I know Bravo website is closed. The best place to buy Bravo parts is Bravo websites, okay? Unless if you really want one quick, go to Amazon. But Bravo website is like half the price as Amazon. So, I mean, if money is not an issue, just go to Amazon, just get one. If not, go wait till Bravo website is up. Just get yourself a non-pressurized basket, and you're gonna get a really good shot with the Bambino Plus.
Darren asks, if I get a grinder setting the way I like and I change the brand of beans, will I have to adjust?
Okay, so Darren asked me, once you set at one coffee beans for grinder setting, do I need to change for next beans? Answer is yes, okay? Every beans are different, all different coffee roasters, but start with that setting, okay, whatever setting, and then adjust from there. But yeah, answer is yes. But same time, those are just setting maybe one or two dial up or down, so it's not a big deal there. So, but once you set, whatever you like, let's say you set a 7 at the one beans, next beans could be 4 or 7. Okay, so it's right around that range. It's not like once you set a 7, you're not gonna go down to number 2. So, all depends on the beans though.
Oh, what does the timer on the Breville Smart Grinder do? What does the timer on the Breville Smart Grinder do?
Someone asked me about what timer on the smart. Okay, so timer.
Somebody says it's just a way to set a consistent grind amount.
Okay, so time. Okay, so right now, I think what you are asking is those timer is that's how long they are going to grind the coffee beans. Just like this dial on the Bravo here. This dial is not based on the amount, it's based on the time base. So it's gonna be run for 5 seconds, run for 10 seconds. I bet you the smart grinder does the same thing. Once you set the timer, which means that's how long it's gonna be run that time for. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Dylan, if you're watching this. I think, are we good?
Yeah.
I think we are good for this morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Did I say Sunday morning? Today is what, Friday, right? Friday. I'm always messed up my times.
A viewer asked, are you going to sell any t-shirts or merch?
Somebody asked me, am I going to sell any merch? merchandise. Okay, I don't like to say merch though. Merchandise. Answer is I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at some. I know Dane make me a logo a while ago, but I'm not sure, guys. I mean, here's the thing about the T-shirt. Okay, if I buy it, if I have a couple T-shirts my wife bought for me, I never wears it. So because I wanna, if I'm gonna sell something in my channel, hopefully they're useful to you guys. You know, I don't want you to kind of like collect somewhere on closet somewhere. You know, so if I'm gonna come up with merchandise, hopefully it's gonna be useful to you. Okay, so my answer is I don't know. Okay, let me know. Okay, I mean what you guys like to see comes to merchandise. But also let me know on the comment as well. If you guys watched through this long, we've been on for 55 minutes now. So thank you for watching, all 70 of you out there. And
viewers say you should make cups with your logo, branded barista bar towels.
okay, so I think we have some really great comments. Cups with my logo. I know some. I was watching a coffee channel. I think this from Japan. Okay, this one YouTuber. This YouTuber, they use a not neutral cup, and they put their beautiful logo on it. So that's something I might interested in. Okay, because I love the cup. Put some kind of cool logo, it'd be fun. Yeah, because if you don't have a good cups at home, make sure invest money on the right size cup. Okay, that make a big difference. And make a huge difference because like this cup I have is called Vera cup from Non Neutral. Just so much fun to drink out of it. It's a lot better than just a regular coffee mug we have at home. I mean, like this one, like this. You know, I mean, this is nice, but it's nice to have the right size cup for your milk-based drink. Let's see. I think we are good.
A viewer says would 100% wear a Hoon's Coffee t-shirt.
Someone told me that you are going to wear my t-shirt 100%. So Robert say that? Okay. Thank you, Robert. You're so kind. Okay, anyway, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year's Day here in US. And I know Happy New Year's to all of you. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow morning. And just make sure if you watch this far, just let me know on the comment section below. I mean, what you guys like to see this year? But I mean, our live section, live side, okay? Because I'm gonna do plenty of edited video this year. But you know, I think it's about 70 of you, between 70 and 100 people pops up my YouTube live. So you know, hopefully you guys kind of like chit chat each other and you know have some fun with it. Anyway, make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, and see you guys tomorrow.